You asked to be in the situation that you're in. And some of you are going to be like, no, I didn't. I didn't ask to be X, Y, and Z, or I didn't ask to be this, this, and this, or be doing this, or be stuck here. And well, you asked for whatever it was you asked for, right? What choices did you make that have also brought you to where you're at? Yes, we can ask for, courage, we can ask for patience and wisdom, and in those trials, we have choices to make. We do have free will and we are able to choose, chocolate or vanilla, choose. Well, what are you going to choose? Some are going to say chocolate, some are going to say vanilla. Great, there's no like right or wrong answer here. It's what actions are you taking? What choices are you making? And that's going to either push you further, bring you back. Sometimes we try to find the shortest way to get where we want to be. We try to find a shortcut, and there are no shortcuts in life. I'm telling you that now. There are no shortcuts in this thing called life. The moment you try to take a shortcut is the moment you get pushed back 5 steps. And so just think, for a moment, you're asking God for all of this. You're asking God to fulfill on his promises, and he's doing that. He is doing that. Which is why it goes back to the quote, like, isn't this what you asked for? And then some of you are saying, well, okay, so this is what I asked for. I asked to be here. I asked to be creating. I asked to do photography, videography, singing, music, medical field, artistry, whatever it is that you've been asking God for. Like, great, you're here. This is what you asked for. So then push forward. What are you doing to continue with the things that God has for you, with the path that he's laid out? You can't just stay idle. You can't, okay, this is what I asked for. I'm here. I'm doing it. Well, what next? Why are you being idle? Chris Williamson said another uh, quote that really, really spoke to me. And I know it spoke to a lot of different people, and some people are like, it doesn't really make much sense. But to me, it really hit home because there's a lot of times where we get stuck. And sometimes it's not even the word stuck, but we get idle. We get comfortable. And so the quote that he said was, the magic you are looking for is in the work that you are avoiding. The magic you are looking for is in the work that you're avoiding. And so, yes, isn't this what you asked for? Yes, God, this is exactly what I asked for. I made it here. I'm not at the level I want to be yet, but I'm here. Great. Now, what is it you're avoiding? Because the things that you're avoiding, those are the things that are going to shoot you to the next level. Those are the things that are going to push you that much further. And I've dealt with it myself. I've sat here and there's times where I'm like, oh my gosh, what do I do? Do I just give up? I'm tired. Do it tired. Oh, it's late. Do it when it's late. Keep pushing forward. The magic you are looking for is in the work that you are avoiding. And I will continuously use that as one of my things or one of my quotes or sayings to always go back to in those times where I'm just feeling defeated. You get comfortable sometimes. Oh, it's okay. I'm gonna sit here. I'm gonna do some editing, and the brainstorming just for this episode alone has taken me 3 to 4 days to actually build and compile. Something that realistically could just take me an afternoon. But because there's moments where I get idle, I get comfortable, and oh, you know what? I can do it tomorrow. I can do it later. I'm sitting here editing. I'm doing, whatever. I'm typing, and you get stuck in that comfortability. You get stuck being idle. And what happens when you get idle? So many different things. The biggest thing that I like to focus on is when you get idle or when you get comfortable and it was a revelation that I had reading my Bible, and I was listening to somebody's preaching, but King David fell because he was idle, because he got comfortable where he was at. A man after God's own heart. Now, a man after God's own heart. Everything we do with excellence, right? We do in order, and we do unto God. We partner with God to make that difference in the creative realm, in the medical field, in artistry, in creative, in screen printing, whatever it may be. Everything you do, you're partnering with God to do it. Now, David was a man after God's own heart, like crazy, and it shows that even somebody who was that close to God, who chased after him, he fell because he stayed idle. He was supposed to be out at war with his army. But where was he? He was comfortable in his palace, in his room, whatever. And then he saw Bathsheba. And we all know what happened after that. So being idle, not just for creatives, not just for, the day-to-day individual, but for everybody. Being idle is not something you want to be. It's not a place you want to get to. If you're comfortable, you will suffer. So you do not want to let yourself be idle. The more idle you are, the more you're going to suffer. The more you're going to be left behind in the dust. And in that comfortability, in that idleness, the Bathshebas that you see, they may not always be lustful thoughts or anything like that that's going to make you, go and do any of that. But the Bathsheba you see is comparison. Doom scrolling. Oh man, that person's doing so much greater than I am. Why can't I be at that level? Why can't I be there? Why can't I do that? Why can't I look like them? So who's your Bathsheba? Take a moment and just think. For those of you who you're comfortable, you're idle, you're just stuck where you're at. What is the Bathsheba? Who is the Bathsheba that you're chasing after? You got to let it go. You got to let that person go. You got to forgive. Like, what is it that you're afraid to let go of? Who is it that you're afraid to let go of? Who is it you're afraid to forgive? What is it you're afraid to do that's just keeping you where you're at? You go back to my other little vlog or creative drip about the video game thing, and being idle is a boss. You have to figure out how to get out of that comfort zone, how to push yourself to the next limit, because you keep finding this boss. Yeah, a month may go by, 2 months, a year, and you're still gonna have that Bathsheba. Man, that videographer's doing so much better than me. Why can't I get there? Man, that person, they went through medical school, they did this, and this. Oh, why am I still stuck where I'm at? Man, that person on my team, they're doing so good, but I'm stuck here. Why am I not improving? Let go of the Bathshebas. Get out of the comfort zone and get on the field.